Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the next lesson, The Boy Who Sold Wisdom. So this is your second chapter of 8th class, wherein a boy sells wisdom. In the pre-reading task, we can come across a small story of Akbar and Birbal. You know who was Akbar? Akbar was a great king who ruled over India. And he had a jester. Jester means a person who gives advices to the king. That jester was Birbal. Birbal was known for his intelligence. He was a very intelligent person. He solved any sort of problem in seconds. And out with his wit and wisdom, he used to solve and save many lives too. Before we start, I just want to tell you what does wisdom means. Wisdom means our intelligence. Our way of thinking and finding a solution to a problem, that is called as wisdom. How cleverly we can solve a certain problem. In the pre-reading task, we shall come across this small story. Okay. So here, King Akbar received a letter from a neighboring king asking for a pot full of wisdom. So people, they wanted to test Birbal too much. So because of this, they used to trouble the king only. They used to trouble the King Akbar just because they wanted to test as to how intelligent, how clever is Birbal. So now King Akbar received a letter from a neighboring king asking for a pot full of wisdom. What did the king of the neighboring state wanted? He wanted a pot full of wisdom. He wanted intelligence in a pot. He in turn consulted his clever jester Birbal. So the king was not knowing as to what type of intelligence he has to send in a pot. So he in turn, what did he do? The king in turn consulted his clever jester Birbal. Birbal, as you all know, was a very clever and a very intelligent person. Birbal requested the king to give him some time to give a pot full of wisdom. Birbal, you cannot carry intelligence in a pot. Can you carry your intelligence in your bag, in your any carrying materials? No, not at all. That's not at all possible. So just here, like this, Birbal requested the king to give him some time to give a pot full of wisdom. Now the king agreed. So Birbal grew a pumpkin in a pot and gave it to the king. So what did Birbal do? He will plant a small pumpkin tree. Then a small pumpkin will start growing in that in the veins of the plant. Then what he will do? He will put that pumpkin in a pot, and the pumpkin will grow inside the pot only. So Birbal grew a pumpkin in a pot and gave it to the king. The king in turn sent it across to the neighboring king with a note. So the king, he took that pot of pumpkin and he sent it to the neighboring king with a note, with a letter, that the wisdom should be removed without damaging the pot or the wisdom in it. So what was the note? The king said to the other king that they have to remove the wisdom. What is the wisdom here now? The pumpkin. The wisdom should be removed without damaging the pot or the wisdom in it. So they named the pumpkin as wisdom, and they said that the king has to remove it without damaging the pot. And during those times, the pots were either earthen pots. Earthen pots means made up of clay. So they used to break very easily. So the king said, without damaging the pot or the wisdom in it. If you damage either of them, if you damage the pot or the wisdom, you should be ready for a battle. The king, see, just for a pumpkin he was ready to wage a battle. The neighboring king was surprised to see the pot full of wisdom. So the neighboring king was surprised. He thought that Birbal won't be able to solve this problem. But now he had seen that the Birbal had very intelligently solved the problem. The neighboring king was surprised to see the pot full of wisdom, realized his mistake and fell at the emperor's feet. He begged the emperor to forgive him. So the neighboring king realized his mistake, that now I cannot take out the pumpkin without damaging the pot. And if the pot gets damaged or the pumpkin gets damaged, King Akbar is going to wage a war against us. So what did he do? He came and fell at the emperor's feet, King Akbar's feet, and begged the emperor to forgive him. So now we have 3 questions here. What was the demand of the neighboring king? How did Birbal get a pot full of wisdom? What is the meaning of a pot full of wisdom? Pot full of wisdom. Here, I'd like to tell you one story. A Brahmin, he was very poor. He used to go and ask for alms. He was so greedy. He was very greedy and he thought that he was very intelligent too. So what he did is, he used to beg around and whatever he used to collect. Some used to give him flour, some used to give him ragi, some used to give him sugar, some used to give him something else. So now, the Brahmin, what he did is, he collected all those things and kept it in a pot. The flour, he went on collecting the flour and kept it in a pot and tied it just above his bed. And one day he was sleeping and dreaming that the pot is full of flour and there is famine everywhere, no food available in the village, so people will come to him. He will sell the flour to the people and with that money, what he will do? He will buy some hens and those hens will give eggs and they will multiply. Then he will sell those hens, then he will bring a goat and then he will multiply the goods and he will sell the goods. Then after selling those goods, whatever amount he gets, he will go and bring a cow and then from that cow he will multiply the cows also and he will sell the cow milk also. Then after this he will become rich and then he will marry and the woman, the wife will not obey him, so he will kick her hard. And dreaming this, he kicked so hard that the pot which was tied above his bed was kicked and it went and fell and broke down. The whole house was scattered with flour. So people should not think too clever of themselves, but yet wisdom is very much necessary for our survival, or else people will start taking advantages of us. Now, let us read this story and enjoy. Okay. Nagendra was orphaned and found himself without a job. Orphaned means who has lost his parents. So Nagendra was orphaned. He had lost his parents and now he found himself without a job. There was no one who could earn in his family because his parents were dead. Now he was without a job. He cannot go on the streets begging. He was very clever. So he was clever and had learnt many things by observing his father. But Nagendra was a very clever boy. What he had done? He had learnt many things by observing and seeing his father. One day he had a very brilliant idea, a very intelligent, a very super bright idea. He went into town and hired means took on rent the smallest and the cheapest place he could find and set up a shop. So one day he had a very bright, brilliant idea, a superb idea. So what he did? He went into town and hired the smallest and cheapest place. He took a very small and a very cheap place he could find and set up a shop. He spent a few nickel coins he had on paper, ink and pen. So what did he do? he spent a few nickel coins, like we have iron, bronze, copper, silver, gold coins. Just like this, he spent a few nickel coins he had on paper, ink and a pen. Over his shop, he put a placard that said "Wisdom for sale." After buying a pen, paper and ink, what did he do? He wrote a card. Like you prepare a card sheet, no? He also prepared a card sheet and wrote on that as "Wisdom for sale." Intelligence for sale. Now, if you get intelligence on sale, I'm definitely sure everyone is going to buy it. Why? Because it is one of those things which everyone does not have. It depends on our thinking ability. It depends on how we react. It depends on how we take things. Some are very intelligent. They can understand in only one word. Some are so dull that we have to go on repeating them again and again. But it only depends on how they want to take it. Now, what did he write on that placard? He wrote "Wisdom for sale." All around him were merchants who had large shops. And besides his shop, there were bigger shops. Big means huge shops. And there were merchants, means people who sell different things. And those merchants, they sold cloth, jewelry, fruits, vegetables and things that people had brought every day. That people bought every day. So what those merchants were selling? Those merchants were selling the daily essentials. Like people buy clothes, jewelry, fruits, vegetables and things that people bought. Past tense of buy, bought every day. So people used to buy all these things. Now, Nagendra called out all kinds of wisdom for sale, reasonable prices. So, Nagendra, what did he do? He put up a placard saying "Wisdom for sale" and now started hawking. Hawking means shouting. Hawking, saying that, called out loudly as all kinds of wisdom for sale at reasonable price. The people who had come to buy things could not see anything in his shop but could only hear the words he was shouting. So the people who had come to buy all those daily essentials, they could not see anything in the shop of Nagendra, but could hear only him shouting. And what he was shouting? All kinds of wisdom for sale at reasonable prices. They crowded around and laughed at him. They all went towards his shop and they started laughing at him, making fun of Nagendra. No one bought even one piece of wisdom from him, but he was patient. No one tried to buy even one piece of wisdom. No one tried buying even a single piece of wisdom from Nagendra, but he did not lose hope. He was patient. One day passed, 2 days passed. So after that, one day it so happened that Babu, a rich merchant's son, happened to pass by and heard the wisdom seller hawking his wares. One day, Babu, who was Babu? A rich merchant's son. He happened to pass by and heard the wisdom seller hawking his wares. Means he was hawking. Again he was shouting and telling all kinds of wisdom for sale at reasonable prices. Hawk means to shout. Wisdom of all kinds. So what he was shouting, what he was hawking? Wisdom of all kinds. He was a stupid boy. So, wisdom, what he was shouting? Wisdom of all kinds. And this Babu was a very stupid boy. Stupid in the sense idiotic, one who does not think, one who is not clever. He was totally opposite to Nagendra. Nagendra was a very intelligent person and this one Babu was a not so clever person. He was a stupid boy. He didn't know what was really being sold. So, the boy did not know as to what was being sold in this Nagendra's shop. He thought it was a vegetable or a thing he could hold in his hand. So, Babu thought that wisdom means it could be some vegetable like brinjal, tomato, onion, something, or a thing which he can hold it in his hands. So he asked Nagendra what it would cost per kg. So thinking that wisdom might be a vegetable or something, what did he do? He asked Nagendra what is the cost for per kg of wisdom. Nagendra said, I do not sell wisdom by weight, I sell it by quality. Quality means good quality, bad quality, worst quality, average quality. So he said, I don't sell wisdom by weight. 1 kg, 2 kg, I don't sell wisdom by weight. Instead, I sell it by quality. 1 kg, 2 kg, not like this. Instead, quality like superior quality, inferior quality, good quality, best quality. So, I sell it by quality. So, students, what happens? Will Babu buy the wisdom? And after buying the wisdom, what will he do? Will he use it or will he won't be able to use it? We will see it in the next class. Till then, stay home, stay safe.